Libiamo, libiamo nei lieti calici che la bellezza infiora e là fuggevol ora si nebbia voluta.
Well, the opening night of La Traviata this season was a terrific night, and it was very exciting because Rame was making his debut in Australia. People were very impressed when they saw the two of them on stage, and then hearing Rame sing, and particularly when he sings his big aria in the second act with the cabaletta, and he's got to finish that with a high C, and it's very difficult. And so it's difficult to find tenors who can do that, who are also believable in the role, and who can be convincing. And Rame had a great success, and there are a lot of messages on social media saying how fabulous he was.
It's a very popular production, which we perform many times. This production is very much loved by Australian audiences. So having a singer like Rame perform for the first time with us was very special. And Lorina Gore, who also made her debut, in fact, as Vitoletta, and she's an Australian singer, was very special. So on the opening night, there was an amazing electricity in the audience, because everyone knew Rame was making his debut with Opera Australia, and Lorina was making her debut in the role of Vitoletta. So it's a very exciting moment, and Australian audiences typically don't react very much. We're like the British, we're not like the Americans. So on the opening night, at the end of the show, there was a standing ovation from the audience, which is very unusual in Australia, and I think it's because we had a singer like Rame and we had a singer like Lorina playing Vitoletta. It was a very exciting moment for Opera Australia.
Fascia Renato, scoprire che il fantaco, fammi lascio, sono lento, devo dirti giuramento, sacro feci.
A chi? Dillo! Chi potea?
A chi dritto pieno mio?
Tu fai?
Sì!
Dunque venni!
Nano!
Portati a me!
It's an extraordinary voice. He's a very young, attractive, lovely man, and he's just been the most wonderful colleague.
Questa donna conoscete, Vitoletta, che facesse non sapete. No!
Well, I've only seen him sing in La Traviata. His reaction from the audience's reaction to him has been incredibly positive. I mean, every night I've now seen the show, I think 4 times. Every time the reaction to him has been very positive. I think he has a very big career ahead of him. I know he works very hard. He's very serious about his craft, and he will have a major career. If he keeps developing the way he is now, he will have a significant career.
In opera houses, we need to sell a lot of tickets, and to do that, the word of mouth has to be good. So when people come to the theatre and they say, wow, there's this fantastic Alfredo, you've got to go, you've got to hear this guy, then we'll sell tickets, and it's a terrific thing when you have that.
Poterti il pianto, ritorna di tuo padre.
I've loved his attitude. He doesn't take things too seriously. He keeps things quite fun and jovial. And we've had a great laugh, a great time in the rehearsal period. And but at the same time, got to know each other, and it got serious when we needed to, and put out some good work, I think. So it's been great fun.
Rehearsals were held in Sydney. We had about 4 weeks of rehearsals, and it was a very long period, but it made it much easier having someone as amiable as Rame to perform with. He kept the mood light in the rehearsal room, and we had a lot of fun. But he's also a very committed performer and a very supportive colleague, which is very important when you're singing such a large role. So it's been an absolute delight to work with him here at the Sydney Opera House.
È tardi, ed oggi forse più non verrà mio padre.
Të gjatë kohës kur unë kam studiu në Akademinë e Arteve në Tiranë, kisha shumë ëndra për shumë opera, po në fakt jo edhe për Sydney Opera, sepse ishte një diçka shumë e madhe që edhe nuk e mendoja në atë kohë që mund të vi kaq shpejt. Ndjehem me fat sepse ky është vetëm sezoni i 4 në fakt. Edhe për 4 sezone do me thënë është një arritje goxha e madhe, kështu që mund me thënë që një prej ëndrave të mia është plotësu edhe ndjehem më i kompletuar, ndjehem më i fortë për skenat edhe më të mëdha që presin për këtu.
He obviously has this joyous desire to just use his voice to communicate with people.
Il so ti calma, che vuol dir ciò? Va forse d'ogni avere ad affrettar la perdita, Mannina lo impedirà.
Rame is not only a very fine singer now, but he has enormous potential. And I can see that the way he's studied and learned to sing, he's learned very well, he's got a very good technique, which is the basis for everything. I can see that he'll progress and sing heavier roles in the tenor repertoire, but at the same time he has that wonderful stage presence, so you know there are lots of roles he could sing as a leading man for many, many years, I'm sure.
O mio rimorso in famiglia, io vissi in tale errore, ma il pur che sono frangere, il vermi valero.
He brought tears in the second act that I've not seen from an Alfredo before, which was beautiful to watch. He brought a great sensibility to the character.
When he comes on to take his bow at the end of the show, there's a tremendous surge in the applause for him, and really that's the barometer. You know, if the audience really want to see you, if they appreciate what you do, then they'll demonstrate that in the curtain calls when singers are taking their bows. And of course the reviews have been terrific for him. And a number of people have said to me, wow, he's a fantastic discovery, and so on and so on. And of course, you know, it's great to have those compliments, but in the end, he's done it. So that on any occasion when he turns up, he can really sing those difficult sections. He looks terrific on the stage. He's a good actor. He's got a very good presence, as we say. When he comes on stage, then you'll look at him.
He's very convincing in the role. You really believe at the end that the woman he loved has just dropped dead. You know, he really gets you. And that's not the case with all opera singers, I have to say. As I was saying before, that it's a combination of the look, the acting, stagecraft and singing. All those things must come together in equal parts. And Rame absolutely has all of those parts.
Noi lasceremo la vita uniti, trascorreremo decorsi affanni, compenso avrai, la tua salute rifiorirà, sospiro e luce tu mi sarai, tutto il futuro me arriverà.
He has all the qualities that I think will take him into the top tier of tenors.
Kur vjen ose kur nisesh për një produksion edhe mendon që ke mendej 2 muaj sepse produksioni këtu ka marrë afërsisht 7 javë diçka e tillë. Edhe mendon që ka me qenë periudhë gjata, do të mërzitesh e të bohash. Po në fakt jam ndjeja që mirë sa që ditët kanë shku shumë shpejt, kështu që veç kam fillu me pas ndjenjen sikur do të mungoj ky produksion, ky qytet i bukur.
our audiences would be very happy to have him come back and sing in Australia again. Here in Sydney or in Melbourne as well, where we also perform. It would be very exciting to see him not just to do Alfredo again, but also do other roles in his repertoire. Yeah, he is definitely the future of opera, but also the longevity of opera. If people like Rame are in there and succeeding as he has done with Traviata, then, for new audiences, there's a hope for the future of opera as well.
Noi lasceremo la vita uniti, trascorreremo de corsi affanni, compenso avrai, la tua salute rifiori.